And he sent me to high school. I don't know if you understand what it means. The oldest child, and a girl, because the Jewish fathers, many of them would never give their daughters an education, even here, because girls don't have to study. My father allowed me to go to school, to high school, when my entire class almost went out to work. And I appreciated it, and I must tell you, when I came into high school, I realized how stupid I was, how ignorant I was, because I met girls who came from different homes. I knew nothing but the immigrant block. I spoke Yiddish until I went to school. I didn't know one word of English when I went into school. And I knew I had to learn. And that was my father encouraged us in every way, and my mother worked so hard. She was, those who knew her, she was a wonderful, wonderful woman, and her common sense was better than any PhD. And then it came the wonderful day. I graduated from high school, and my father allowed me to go to college. That was the most wonderful day for me. And Hunter College was free completely, otherwise I couldn't have gone. All I got was 50 cents for the week for the car fare. And I didn't care if I wore old clothes. We didn't have where to hang our clothes. That's why my mother was a dress, could do seamstress work. She made the most wonderful things. She was a designer and everything. But where do you put clothes when you have no space? And we were very crowded. And so it went on. And then, of course, when my husband came, and finally we married, and it's very hard. I can't go into the details because we were really first cousins. But he was a stranger to me because I didn't even know he was alive. I didn't even know we had a family in Europe, in that group. So we worked very hard, and I didn't work. I had my 2 children, my wonderful children, who are very kind to me, even when I'm a nuisance and a critic. But, and so it went on until he always knew he'd get sick, and that somebody wrote. I have 3 books of letters I received after he died. And before he died, he went to Israel, he went to Europe, he went to what they call displaced person camps, where all the Holocaust were there, the Holocaust, the ones who survived. And after his death, I received several letters from people writing to him, and from, of course, the ones that were written in foreign languages I couldn't read, but the ones that were written in English and French I could, and thanking him for saving so many people, for saving their families. And that's what he did. When he came back, Rena was pregnant, and it was a very bad time. So we didn't get a chance to talk about things. I really didn't know what he did there. But I did receive the letters. So as one patient wrote to me, he lived a short life, but what he accomplished in his life, his care, his concern, his sympathy, was something they never forgot. Not that everybody loved him, no. Because he fought for what he thought was right. And he always wanted to do new work and so forth. It's just very sad that my grandchildren never met him. They would have been a little different. He influenced so many people, encouraged them to continue studies, to try to advance. And so, well, and I was just the wheel going on, nothing much. And that's what happened. So I had 3 stages in my life: my immigrant life, my school years, and then my marriage years, and then my widowhood. He died within 2 minutes from a massive stroke. and I didn't know what I was going to do. I never worked in my life. But I was very fortunate. I had my BA, and I was able to work in the schools as a laboratorist, in the laboratories of the high schools. And I think I did make an influence on some of the children. I wasn't teaching, I was in the labs preparing all the work. And I think, all my life, I always helped the student if they had trouble, because I didn't agree with the new type of teaching, and I felt that if you don't have a basic, you can't advance. And I remember one little black boy sitting at the library doing some homework, because they never had homes, and I saw the puzzlement on his face, and I went over. I said, "What's wrong? What's bothering you?" And he shows me the work he's doing, a math problem, and I saw what he was doing, and I pointed out that it goes on this line, and I pointed around, and I'll never forget the smile on his face when he understood what was happening. That's what I think teaching should be. And I've helped a lot of children. I was always helping children if they came for help. And that was my life. And now I'm an old lady, and I want to do a lot, and I can't. I want to call it. We saw it coming, and we didn't prevent it. And the other thing is the fighting that is constantly going on, the killings, the cruelty, and the terrorism, and I think it'll go on forever. Somehow or other there's something wrong with human nature. And that's it. And I must say, we have one. I must say to you, I look around, and I see so many people. Some of my cousins are really my second cousins. They're the children of my cousins. We had a wonderful relationship. We were so close, even though they lived in Massachusetts, it didn't matter. We were constantly visiting each other. And they were, the parents of the children were so wonderful. My cousin is what he accomplished. There are his children. My cousin Paulie and my cousin Lily. And I miss someone here very much. I know my husband can't be here. He's gone 49 years. My parents, of course, could not be here. But my brother is not here. My brother died this year. He was 2 years younger than me. And he had to be here. And that's why I didn't want any party or anything. He was not, because he could not be with me.
Yeah, you also
but life goes on, and I only for all of you, natives, foreigners, Jews, it's a Jewish word that covers a great deal. Hope you'll all be well. The world will turn to be the bright paradise we always hoped.
I want to hear you.
Oh, you wanted to hear me?
Yeah.
Oh,
I wanted you to say a few words to the youngsters here.
The what?
To the young people here.
Yes.
They have a lot of way to go in life. But you did the first 100. Now, we'd like you to have from you. Don't forget what I said before.
I want you to know that my nephew came with his wife, Claudie, that I've known for so many years, his daughter, Yael, who I knew was a 2-year-old, and his son-in-law, and his 3 grandchildren,